today's lecture is about basically using them more comprehensively through categorical syllogisms. So how, in other words, we'll be using the same categorical propositions in arguments. Okay, so the same kind of arguments that we talked about earlier with premises and conclusion, but using categorical propositions. So let's just start this by first defining what syllogisms are. Okay, syllogisms basically are a form of argument. Okay, so it's a form of argument which is a deductive and in which a conclusion is inferred from only two premises. So you have three propositions and two of them are the premises, and then the third one obviously is the conclusion. So the syllogisms we will be concerning ourselves will be categorical. What does that mean? Basically, it means the same thing as categorical propositions. That is, we'll be discussing relations within propositions. So you'll have one term and the other term, and then the relations between those terms will be defined further to reach a conclusion. Okay. Thus, a categorical syllogism can be defined as a deductive argument consisting of three categorical propositions that contain exactly three terms, each of which occurs in exactly two of the propositions. Okay, so you have three terms and each of which will be used in exactly two of the propositions, which is, you have a total of three propositions, and in those two propositions, each of them would be used. So this will be more clear when we look at some examples. So here's the first one. So let's just look at this. So this is the argument. No heroes are cowards. Some soldiers are cowards. Therefore, some soldiers are not heroes. So this argument is in standard form. Why is it in standard form? Well, we'll get to that in a bit, but let's just like first dissect it. Okay, so we have premises and a conclusion, and all of these premises and conclusion, all of these propositions, I should say, are categorical, and that is they follow the same format that we talked about. They can fit in whether either A, E, I, or O. For example, no heroes are cowards is which proposition? It's the E one. And same with the remaining two, you can just figure out which ones these are. So the second part, which is very important, is that these propositions are arranged in a specified order. And this order, the specified order, this particular order is what standard order is. Okay, so you have categorical propositions A, which are the same that we talked about, and then they're arranged in a standard order. So I'll be talking about more about what this standard order is. Okay, so the way to do that is, let's just first look at the terms. So we have three terms here, obviously three because this is a syllogism, so there are only three terms. And those three terms are heroes, cowards, and soldiers. Okay, so first, let's just define which one of these three propositions is the conclusion. So for example, if you have the conclusion, we know that it comes after therefore. So the last one is the conclusion, right? So we say, therefore, some soldiers are not heroes. Obviously, clearly is the conclusion here. So what are the terms that you find in the conclusion? There is obviously heroes, right? And then there's also soldiers, okay? So heroes basically is the predicate term in this conclusion, right? Obviously, it's coming after soldiers, and we talked about this. Predicate क्या होता है और subject term कौन सी होती है? So इसमें predicate term जो है वो heroes है और subject term जो है वो soldiers है. So as a rule of thumb, you should always remember कि conclusion की जो predicate term होती है, guys, remember this is very important. The predicate term of the conclusion in a categorical syllogism is always the major term. Okay? Whereas the subject term of the conclusion in a categorical syllogism is the minor term. So इस case में major term would be heroes and the minor term would be soldiers. Okay? On the whole, if you look at the argument, we said there are three terms. So major, minor तो हमने मालूम कर लिया कि कौन सी हैं, ठीक है, इस argument के अंदर. तो जो तीसरी बच गई है, वो obviously middle term ही होएगी. So अगर आप soldiers और heroes को निकाल दो, पीछे जो बच गया cowards basically, वो आपकी middle term है इस argument के अंदर, ठीक है? But the thing that you should always remember is how to determine what the major term and the minor terms are is through by looking at the conclusion and figuring out कि position क्या है predicate term की और subject term की. Predicate term जो होगी conclusion की, again I'll repeat, will be the major term. Subject term जो होगी conclusion की will be the minor term. ठीक है? अगर आप इसको जहन में रखो तो फिर आप इसके ऊपर आप बात कर सकते हैं. अब इसके अंदर आप मुझे बताओ कि इसमें मेजर प्रेमिस कौन सी होगी, ठीक है? Obviously major premise would be the one that has the major term in it, ठीक है? So इन तीनों propositions के अंदर major term कौन से में आ रही है? Major term, you should go back and look, it's heroes, right? So heroes is coming here, so no heroes are cowards, so then this becomes your major premise. Similarly, the minor term we know is soldiers, and this appears here in the second premise. So this is your minor premise, and obviously we know the conclusion पहले से ही, so उसमें कोई शक की गुंजाइश नहीं है. So this is what the standard order is of a syllogism. You have the major premise first, and you have the minor premise, and then you have the conclusion. And you can always determine that by looking at the conclusion and figuring out which of the two terms is the major one and which of the two is minor. So keeping that in mind, this is the arrangement again. So you can just have a look at it visually also. So major premise 1, minor premise 2, conclusion 3. Okay. So अब आप मेरे से पूछ सकते हो कि इस arrangement का फायदा क्या? What is the importance of this arrangement? Well, the importance is कि इसके through you will get to the mood of the syllogism. So mood here is, guys, is a very important concept. Mood कैसे पता चलता है? Mood, first you bring the categorical syllogism in this specified order, which is the standard categorical order, major, minor, conclusion, and then you can determine the mood. ठीक है? So mood का basically है क्या? Mood के अंदर आप ये देखोगे कि ये सारी जो हैं propositions ये कौन सी हैं categorically. No heroes are cowards is E. Some soldiers are cowards is you should be able to determine that कौन सी वाली है ये, और some soldiers are not heroes, ये भी आप मुझे बताएं कौन सी है, ठीक है? So once you have all these three laid down, you can determine the mood. Okay, so this is a question for you. What's the mood of this particular argument? Okay, so the way to do that is first figure out कि कौन सी वाली proposition जो है वो है. So no heroes are cowards, for example, is E. Some soldiers are cowards is which one, and the conclusion is which one. And once you have those three letters, then you can write them down, and that would be the mood of this argument. Okay, so I'll carry on from here. I won't get too much into the details of this right now, but this is where I'm going to stop for today. So think of it, सारा ये आप figure out करो, major premise, minor premise, and mood तक समझने की कोशिश करो, and we'll take it from there in the next class. All right, thank you, bye.